So the reason they wanted to all of a sudden start all this was in 2019 when I was looking into Jeffrey Epstein and the child predators, and someone responded about AI and brain mapping. I started looking into that and aphasia and those things. It started to make sense. If a child predator can find a way to discredit adults, like they were trying to find a way of discrediting me at 50, could you imagine what they could do to a 5-year-old, a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old? So when we're talking about discrediting grown people, imagine what they can do to children. So when we're starting, and that's why this whole thing that I'm talking about goes back to every single thing I've been telling you folks. It's all connected. You know, I'm not going to put together things that I can't put together, but I can definitely put together that this was the research that Epstein was doing and he was working on it. It exists. He was accused of being a child predator and they found proof that it was true. Once I started looking into it, suddenly this sizzling sound is in my apartment. And then all of a sudden I'm feeling aches and pains. Your brain is mapped by the different regions in the brain. I can't remember offhand every region. So occipital lobe is back here behind right at the bottom of your hairline. You have your frontal lobe. I can't remember every lobe, but everything is affected by the different lobes of your brain, which is part of what I'm telling you folks. If they were giving me ideas, let's just try to use common sense. They would have given me ideas prior to me looking into this to stop me from looking into this. If anything had been out there against me, they would have used it back then. They wouldn't have come up with all of this stuff. And that's my point. They keep trying to stop me from pointing in the right direction with so much confusion. But that's my point. As soon as we start talking about predators and child abuse, suddenly all this chaos. It's such a simple thing. It's so simple. It has nothing to do with the chaos. And if we're talking about people putting images in people's heads, and then we're talking about voice-to-skull technology, and then we're talking about banging all day, and then we're talking about electronic harassment, it's too much confusion around the simplest thing. And what I'm telling you folks is I'm not going to get too much into that because that's what professionals are for. There are professional people who spent their lives researching and understanding child abuse and predators. When I can and I feel well, I link those videos. I think it's so important. If there's any video you folks see this week, please see this NightLine report. It's so good. And it will tell you guys far more information than I can tell you. So I'm going to end this video, put it up, and then come back with another video. Thank you for watching.